Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone, my name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for Cybervenger. Today we're doing another deep dive into the 110 controls of the NIST 800-171 standard. That standard is applicable to most federal departments and federal contracts, but in particular, of course, the Department of Defense. It's kind of what it's most famous for. If you know all about the standard, you can we'll skip down here and take a look at our today's control. If not, check out our channel for a video describing exactly why you should care about the NIST 800-171 and what it is. So without further ado, down here, we are looking at 3.8.5. That's today's control. Control access to media containing CUI and maintain accountability for media during transport outside of controlled areas. Sounds very familiar. We went over 3.8.3 in a previous video, and it talked about disposal, about making sure you sanitize things before you dispose of it. And it's a very simple concept. I mentioned if you have a partner that's destroying stuff for you, you have to maintain the chain of custody to prove that it's, never left authorized and properly trained hands before it's destroyed. Similar concept, but maybe you're transferring it. Let's say IG2 or Iron Mountain. If I don't know if from those services, what they'll do is they'll pick up your backup tapes and ship it off-site. It's a primitive form of disaster recovery back in the day before we all replicated stuff over the internet. But sometimes this happens, and maybe not even just tapes. Maybe it is some kind of paperwork. Some places do use filing cabinets still for things, or perhaps you're moving offices and you have physical media that need to transport with you. In that case, you have to arrange to have a chain of custody at all points. So the object in question that contains CUI, be it papers or pictures or hard drives, if they're hard drive and they're digital, they should be encrypted during the transportation. If they're just paper and then you obviously can't encrypt it, it should be locked in a safe of some kind as it's transported outside of your control facility. We have control of it, and to whatever place it's going, either Iron Mountain's or IG2's tape facilities or the next office building you're going to, or whatever the heck you're doing with it. The standard doesn't talk about why you're transporting, just what you do. You have to make sure that it's locked up and inaccessible to the wrong people. You also need a paper trail, an audit trail, to make sure you know who is in charge of this at any given point. Once you hand that safe off to the driver of the truck, that driver of the truck and that organization is completely and totally responsible for that. Or at least you must make sure that they have signed documents legally obligating them to be, and that they're aware it contains CUI, they're taking proper precautions and such like that. When it gets to the next stop, it must be handed to another person or organization that continues to sign off on it as it goes about its way to ensure that it is never unguarded. Just like a police station with evidence, they sign off who's got the evidence, where it's moving around. Your files and stuff must be tracked in the same way from person to person to person. Every single person along that chain of custody should have authorization rights and background checks and all that stuff in place. So, of course, if it's digital, you should encrypt it as well. If we look back down here again, it does say in that second field here, it does talk about using cryptographic mechanisms for wherever you can, whatever applies. But for physical stuff, safes and whatnot are the way to go. There's still a lot of old school materials. In fact, actually, materials is a good way of thinking about it, because I think I used this in a different video. I have a customer of mine that takes exploded munitions and recycles them. And those exploded munitions may not be as exploded as you might think. They may not be atomized. Or in fact, even if they are atomized, the fact that how they're blown up and how they're atomized is still information that our adversaries can use. They can still figure out how many shells are being exploded and how often we're testing. It's all information that in aggregate can paint a picture to help our adversaries better understand what we're doing in the battlefield, which is a no-no. It violates operational security. So you want to prevent that kind of thing from happening. So the materials themselves in this case have to be locked up and secured in a container that's lockable and tracked all the way through. You obviously can't encrypt a shell, right? You get a chunk of a blown up something or other that's being disposed of and recycled. You can't encrypt it. It's a thing. It's a physical object. It's a material. So everything needs to be properly guarded all the way through. I think you get the point on that one. We'll move on to the next control, and we'll see you all in the next control.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.